Okay. How are we doing, people? Oh, it is motherfucking Friday, I believe. Yeah, it's Friday, okay. Happy early Valentine's Day to all my couples out there. How are we doing? Hope you guys are having a fantastic Valentine's Day Eve. I actually got to go take care of some of that today for my girlfriend, Miss Caroline. Y'all may or may not see what I'm doing for her. I don't know. I might film that. I don't know. But guys, it is Friday the 13th. Okay, it's Jason's Day. Love that. And we, in the spirit of it being Friday the 13th, we have a killer leg day coming at you. Okay, you see what I did there? You see what I did there? Killer Friday the 13th leg day. You get the vibes. But today, guys, yeah. So it's leg day. We took a rest day yesterday because I had work from 10 to 10. Decided to get some rest. After work, though, I'll give y'all a little rundown on what we did yesterday since I was working all day. So I had Panda Express, picked up some Panda Express about halfway through the day during work. I got double orange chicken, white rice. That was about 980 calories, about 50 grams of protein. Beautiful. Okay. And then my mom whipped up some steak and mashed potatoes and broccoli. So we had that for, I guess you could say, late lunch. Okay. And then after work, y'all, we decided to go kind of balls to the wall and go hit up some good old Taco Mac, okay, at around 11 p.m. It was fun, honestly. I went right after work, just came home, picked up my girl, and then we hit up Taco Mac late night. Of course, the only people that were in there were 40-plus-year-old men that are just drinking their lives away. It seemed like, honestly, it was kind of depressing in there. It was literally just old men at the bar. And then me and my girl walked in like, can we have some chicken wings? Even though, actually, my girl did get a drink. She got a couple drinks, but, of course, I stay off the alcohol best I can. I don't drink too much, or really hardly at all anymore. I did a lot of drinking when I was in college, especially like my first 2 years in college, freshman and sophomore year. Pretty much when I experienced, I guess you could say, the party drinking life. And it was fun, I had good times, made a lot of memories with a lot of friends, but, I feel like at some point, for me at least, at some point it really just got boring. Stuff like that just, I don't know, just really wasn't me. It's not the kind of stuff I'm into. I'd rather be in here putting in work, and it's very hard to make gains when you're drinking a lot, so. But sorry for a little rant there. Oh shit. But we're just gonna loosen up the legs for a little bit. Before we hit this leg day, we're probably gonna start off with, honestly, I think we're gonna start off with the same stuff we did last time, except we're gonna do the life fitness machines, the other life fitness machines. But we're gonna do abducters. Honestly, we'll start with calves first. Do abductors and adductors. And then from there on, we'll either do hack squat or leg press. And really, start getting into some push movements, do a leg press or hack squat, and then from there, probably do 2 machines. But I would like to think today is gonna be more of a hamstring priority day, I guess you could say. Yeah, definitely try to target the hamstrings more today. I mean, I'm lucky always trying to target the hamstrings more, but today especially, we'll hit some quads at the end of the lift, but we're gonna get to the hamstrings first. So I'm gonna stretch here for a little bit, and I will see y'all at the calf machine. Alrighty, guys. So I don't think we've started with this calf extension machine before. It's very similar to the other one that we usually do, except I really don't know. I mean, it's a life fitness machine. I think the other one is a Life Fitness machine as well. But the pad is a little different. This part right here, the bottom part's a little bit wider than the other one. Not to mention, I think the stack will feel a little bit different. So, yeah. Let's get this set up. Even with this one though, I still want to have like, oh, okay, so this one pushes like, ow, a little more. Gotcha. Yeah, so we're gonna rock with this, honestly. I'm gonna move this seat back just a tad. Like right there, is that good? Now I want to have a slight bend so I can still push out, but like that. Okay, we can bring it a little bit. Fuck. We had it. Oh, right there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that feels good. So I'm still wanting to push off the ball to my feet, obviously. But like, especially at this bottom part, I want to hold that for at least a second so I can actually feel that extension in my calf. But it's just 70 pounds. We're starting off light just so we can get used to the weight, get used to how it feels, and then we'll throw on some heavier weight. And honestly, I might move the seat up a little more just so I can get a little more like bend in my ankles so I can really feel that push off. But nah, guys, so we had a rest day yesterday. The day before that, we had an upper day, I believe, which was a very good upper day. But guys, we've been dealing with a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna lie, outside of the gym. Might be losing my job. No, I might have already told you all that, but might be losing my job, so I gotta find a new job. And then on top of that, oh my God, I forgot to tell y'all, we hit 183. Okay, guys, we hit 183 for the first time today. Okay, I have not been 183 since probably my bulk around, I think it was like junior year. June, like 2 years ago, I think. It's been about two years, I would say, since I've been this heavy, guys. So I'm very happy about that. I definitely believe it was the Taco Mac that pushed it over the edge. So yeah, man, we're excited. You know, I know I'm putting on weight. I know I'm getting bigger. I definitely am excited to see how this pose down looks. I feel like things are going well. You know, if we stay on this path right now that we're on with the bulk for another 3-4 months, realistically, I think we can get to 200. And I think we're gonna look insane once we get there. But I mean, even after that, the plan is to get to 200. Depending on how we look when we get to 200, we will either do like a little mini bulk or we will try to get up to 210. But once I feel like I have substantially put on enough muscle and I'm still able to keep my fat levels low, or, you know what I mean, my fat levels right now are about 14%. So if I can stay in that range and get up to 200, very curious to see how we'll look. And then from there on, we might do a mini cut, like a 10-pound mini cut, and then it's right back on the bulk, honestly. So, all right, we got 130 here. We're gonna try to get 12 to 15. Alright, we're gonna go up. Because I think I was honestly like 18 to 20 right there. I kind of lost track. So we're gonna go up a little bit. We're gonna go up to 170, honestly. I will definitely say, dude, hitting calves first might be like the greatest idea of all time. If you are struggling to grow your calves, hit calves first. Just hit calves first. Hit calves first. Hit calves first. I mean, my calves already feel pumped as shit, and they're gonna feel pumped as shit through the rest of the workout because I'm still gonna be using some of my calf in all of my workouts. Whether it's tack squat, whether it's abductors, adductors, whatever. Your calves are being activated. Anytime your legs are pushing off or doing any kind of contraction, you're gonna feel it in your calves, especially if they've already been activated at the beginning of the workout. It just makes sense. All right. Oh, buddy. Yeah, that felt good. That felt good. Alrighty, let's move on. Whew. Alrighty. So we did calves, and honestly, it felt really good to hit calves first, I'm not gonna lie. But now we're gonna do something a little bit more uncomfortable and get into some hip adduction. Now I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's my hip or like my groin bone or muscle, but it's been hurting a little bit today. I don't know why. It's been kind of clicking today. So we're gonna warm up here really nice and slow. Make sure we're really using the inside of our quads to push before we put some heavy weight on. I think this is kind of one of those machines you should always do at least one warm-up set, just because like your groin and hip muscles kind of are affected when using this machine. Sometimes things get out of place or whatnot if you're not careful using this machine. I would know because my chiropractor tells me my hip is out of place almost every time I use this machine. But at the same time, I've gotten better in trying to control the weight and whatnot, and it's gotten easier. That was a good warm up, a little calm warm up set. Now we're gonna move up and do some heavier weight. We're gonna start with 205. We're gonna start with it close, just to relieve some pressure off of our groin. Oh. Okay. That was actually kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I definitely just feel like these, I don't know. I feel like these machines just hit a little differently than the other ones that we usually do. Very similar, just like stacked slightly different. I don't know if like the pulley system is different on this one or what, but it just feels a little different, you know? Oh. Alrighty, people. We got one more set of these hip adductions, and then we're gonna do, honestly, I think we're just gonna do one set of the abductions, like the outward ones, of just some like medium weight, I guess, medium heavy weight, and then get on to like some leg press or something a little more fun. I can move that. Hold up. Alrighty. Had to move my camera real quick. We're good though. We're good. Alright. Oh shit, boy. Oh boy. Ooh. Alrighty, yeah, let's move on. That was strenuous, to say the least. Oy. Oh, fuck. Yo. Alright. So, I decided to do something a little different today. Instead of starting off with like a hack squat or whatnot, I decided we're going to start off with some, well, not start off, but get into some barbell RDLs. I did some of these last week a little bit. I don't remember. I think the day that I didn't film last week, we did some barbell RDLs, and it honestly felt pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it felt pretty good. Felt a little more stable. Felt a little more stable than the dumbbells. So we're gonna do a little warm-ups here real quick, which is a couple 40 or 45 on each side, and then we're gonna get into some heavier ones. But we are trying to, you know, get that hamstring strength and develop that lower back strength. So this is a good one. Any barbell movement is obviously going to put more stress on your lower back or whatnot, but it's kind of a good thing. So, not too strenuous, but like a warm-up on this kind of workout, I feel like it's definitely good to get some pressure on your lower back. So, you know, I definitely wanted to make sure I got a deep stretch in and feel it all the way through before we move on to heavier weight. But I think we're gonna just do 2 plates here of RDLs on each side. We'll do 2 sets. Try to get like 12 to 15, but may get less because we're really going to focus on form here. Make sure I'm really feeling the tension in my hamstrings, and make sure I'm not make sure I'm not putting too much pressure on my lower back as well. Oh. And this is also a workout that will help a lot with deadlifting and getting your deadlift stronger. If you're a type of person that wants to have a very strong deadlift, I'd get really good at this workout, at this exercise. I feel like they kind of go hand in hand. That was not bad. That was not bad. It's not bad at all. Started feeling it a little bit in my lower back towards the end. But we did a pretty good job of keeping our back straight, I feel like. I think I'm gonna do one more set of this weight and then move on to something a little more specific. All right, we got one more set of these. Then we're gonna get onto, I think we're gonna get onto like some hamstring curls or something like that after this, because kind of starting to get that itch to feel a little bit burn. You know what I mean? Whew. All right. Oh yeah, that was not our cleanest set, Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna strip this down and move on. So they took the little nameplate off. That's lame. Well, y'all know this machine. It's just a lying down hamstring curl. We've done this one before. I actually do like this machine a lot. I feel like I don't know. I mean, I just feel like it targets your hamstring well. Not to mention the contraction. Like if you can really keep a consistent contraction, that's a mouthful. And really, get the muscle tension going on this one, your hamstrings are gonna grow. So we're gonna do a slight warm-up set just because we just did some kind of heavy RDLs. Want to make sure we are getting all the weight directly on my hamstrings and not my lower back. So. So with this one, because we're lying down, I'm actually going to move this part, like the actual pad that's on my leg, up a little bit, because I don't want to hyperextend my knee. And this is kind of one of those machines that can happen kind of easily on. So it's on B right now. We're going to move it up to C. So, I mean, I'm trying to target like the back side of my hamstring more than I am like the bottom side, if that makes sense. But yeah. That was just making my knee click a little bit. I didn't feel very good. All right, we're gonna move it to, what you do, 125 is kind of what I'm thinking. I think that's what we're gonna go with. Try to get like 10 to 12, really 12 to 15 would be great. 12 to 15 would be great. Oh. Fuck. Okay. Holy smokes. That shit's hard. Okay. Ugh. Whew. So, I don't even know. We got like maybe like 8 to 10. That really was not a good set, I'm not gonna lie. I think we're gonna go down and wait, and we're gonna try to adjust the seat a little bit. We're gonna lean this. We're gonna pull this. I'm gonna put that right there. I'm gonna put that back at B. Nah, we'll leave it at C. And we're gonna move the weight down to 110. I just wanna, again, really make sure I'm hitting my hamstrings. I really don't want my lower back to be activated at all when I do these, especially after doing RDLs. There we go. That's what we got. Fuck. Oh. Alrighty. I think we're gonna do some single leg reverse hamstring curls and then get on into some quads. So let's do that. Alrighty guys, we got some, I don't even know, what are these called? Quad press? Like hammer strength quad press? I think that's what it's called. Hammer strength linear hack press, okay. It's pretty much just a quad press in my opinion. It's like a reverse leg press in a sense. But we're also going to throw, what are we gonna do? We're gonna throw some calf raises in as like a drop set in a sense, and then we're gonna throw some push-ups in as well. So we're gonna do pretty much 2 sets of each. So we're gonna do 2 sets of the press, try to get like 12 to 15 reps each set, and then let me think, and then after that we'll like hop right into the calf raises. I'll show y'all. And then we have a wooden like plank over here. So as soon as we get off of the leg press, we'll hop right onto the plank and get some push-ups in. I honestly haven't done this machine in a while, since like I was back at working out at Crunch. This is definitely a quad-oriented press. So I like to make sure my feet are nice and even. I don't really want to be pushing too much on my toes or too much on my balls of my feet, you know what I mean? So try to stay wide, stay on the outside of my quads more than the inside. Whew, okay. Now we can get into some push-ups. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. So, y'all might be wondering why I throw the push-ups in, man. And I'm not gonna lie, it's really just to help with my, like, I don't know. To me, if I feel like push-ups help with your just like overall muscle composition, I feel like the better you can control your body weight, especially when you're fatigued. So like I said, after, you know, doing 2 different workouts and then going into some push-ups, it's just gonna make your muscles just a little bit more tired. Not to mention, like, I'm not putting a lot of pressure on my upper body, so it'll be a little bit more pumped at the end of the lift too. And it's not taking a lot of energy out of me to do 25, 30 push-ups, you know? And eventually it gets easier and easier. But we're gonna do another set, pretty much exactly how we just did. We're gonna try to get like 15 to 20 here, really nice and controlled. And then do some calf raises right afterwards, and then do another set of push-ups right afterwards. And then after that, we'll probably get into some quad extensions, and that might be it. Honestly, might just burn out with the quad extensions, and then go pose, get some cardio in, call it a day. Kind of hurt my knee there a little bit. I didn't feel very good, I'm not gonna lie. I think I call it there. Oh shit. I'm gonna pause for a second and do some calf raises. My knee was kind of starting to hurt there at the end, I'm not gonna lie, not like the good kind of hurt. Come on. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. All right. Let's do some push-ups real quick. Oh. Oh. Let's move on. Alrighty, people. Well, I mean, I will say I feel like we haven't been in here super long, maybe 45 minutes to an hour, but my legs are feeling pretty damn pumped. Already. They're feeling pretty pumped. So we're gonna do the single leg quad extension. I think we're gonna do some alternating reps. So like 7 reps, 7 reps, 7 reps, 7 reps, 7 reps, 7 reps. That makes sense. We're gonna try to stick to 7. It might be less, it might be more. We don't know. It depends on how the weight's feeling. Pretty sure last time we did this machine, we started off with 90, if I'm not mistaken. So honestly, I think we should do one, start off with 100 today. Yeah. And just try to get 5.
I've seen him get, yes.
Try to get 5 to 6.
He's in there for an hour.
I know I just said we were gonna do 7, but I changed my mind just like that.
You know what? He's got that.
So, depending on how we feel, this may or may not be our last workout. I'm not sure yet.
Pound it down, baby. We were just talking about. When we go out, I like to take an Uber. The other guy who lives in my neighborhood. He lives in Nelson.
Oh, he does? Okay.
And it was my turn to drive this week. So I was telling Starbucks, you know, if I'm driving, I'm just having one.
Yeah, and it takes the fun out of it.
And when the other guy drives, I throw it down.
And you know,
you can have 3 drinks in that short drive. That's pushing.
depends on what you're drinking. Yeah, 3 good. Yeah, 3 full glasses of wine. You're right by the.
He's got a weatherized machine.
Oh, he does? Okay. Yeah, I tell you, like, I'll drive tonight and just have 1 glass of wine.
The 1 glass of wine.
Usually you'll have that glass of wine that you eat. So by the time you eat, do everything.
I like to, if I'm drinking, I'm drinking.
All right, bud. All right.
Oh, Lord have mercy. That actually felt pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Here we're gonna do 1 more set just like that. And then do a drop set afterwards. Maybe. Definitely gonna do 1 more set of this. That felt fantastic, honestly. I will say, switching off between single leg extensions and double leg makes a big difference to me, in my opinion. I don't know, it just feels different. Having like independent strength with each leg just feels different than using both. And I think it is a great idea to do both. You don't have to do both in the same workout, but like I did single leg this time, this leg day, in 4 days, 3-4 days, whenever we do legs again, we'll probably do double leg. So it's good to switch it up, man. I am excited to see this pump though, that's for damn sure. Quads and hamstrings are just feeling juicy today, I'm not gonna lie. They're just feeling juicy today. Alrighty guys, let's finish this shit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think that is going to do it. Oh, for today's workout, guys. We are gonna do some cardio after this. And maybe a set of abs. But other than that, man, that was a great lift. Let's go check the pump. Alrighty, people. So I would say today was a pretty solid leg day. We did about 3 hamstring exercises and probably like 3 quad exercises. We did the quad press, we did leg extensions. Oh, we did adductors, and then we did hamstring curl, 2 hamstring curls, RDLs. Yeah, so about 10, 12 different exercises. So legs are feeling pumped for sure, but the proof is in the pudding, I suppose. Let me pull the shorts up a little bit. So just off rip, the quads are definitely looking more prominent today. The separation, that separation right there, that little line right there is starting to get more and more prominent. And then calves, dude, the calves are getting there for sure. Hamstrings, start to see a little bit of hamstring lines coming in there. But I mean, again, we are on a bulk, so like seeing a lot of quad striations and whatnot, it's just not like really that much of a thing, especially being natural as well. But definitely see some striations coming in. And not to mention just like feeling them, like shaking my legs like that, you can see the muscle is definitely growing. Alright, let's check these. My calves are looking pretty good today. We did 2 calf machines, or 2 different calf movements. I think we got a good lower day in today. Let's check the upper. Alrighty, so looking at the upper body, obviously we didn't hit upper today, but we did do some push-ups, so it's got a little muscle pump going. But we did weigh in at 183 today, considering we're not looking super, I guess we're not looking super wide, I guess is my point. Let's hit a little vacuum, see how that feels. See, like the fact we just hit a pretty clean vacuum, we're actually weighing in heavier, so it means we're not putting on a lot of fat, which is good. It's very good. It's what we are trying to see. Let's zoom out a little bit. Not bad. Not crazy, but not bad. All right. See how the triceps. See that right there is why we do push-ups. Oh, just to build that mind muscle connection, makes the pose a little bit easier. But alrighty guys, we are out of here. That was a fantastic leg day. I appreciate you guys for watching. Alright, and I will see y'all on the next one. Today's Friday. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, so I'm not quite sure what the plan is for tomorrow. Obviously, me and my girlfriend have some things we have planned for the holiday. So we'll see. Might be a late night lift, might be an early lift, but we're gonna get in for sure, I think. So we'll figure it out. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one.